Hello everyone. Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam is dynamic with high population densities. Since a lot of people use motorcycles, which are personal rather than public transportation, the road environment is really complicated. As of 2018, there are 45.5 million motorcycles and 3.1 million cars registered in Vietnam, and around 30% of all motorcycles and 50% of all cars registered in Vietnam are running on the streets of Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh. Especially, the number of motorcycles compared to the population were 87% and 71% respectively for Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi. The numbers are among the highest in the entire world. Having too many motorcycles is the cause of extreme traffic jams and air pollution for these two cities, and some evaluations show that around 70% of the air pollution in Vietnam's metropolitan areas are coming from motorcycles. Additionally, the CO2 that vehicles emit is one of the major causes of global warming. In the face of the year 2020, the year in which the Kyoto Protocol expires and the new climate system begins, Vietnam submitted the plan for the nationally determined contribution, which consists of the 8% voluntary reduction of greenhouse gas compared to the business-as-usual amount as of 2010 from 2021 to 2030. The Vietnamese government stated that it could increase the NDC up to 25% with the support of international funding, technology transfer, and capability reinforcement. Given that around 3 million motorcycles and 270,000 cars are being sold in Vietnam every year, the amount of vehicle-originated greenhouse gas emission is expected to increase over time. The municipal governments of Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh are actively considering measures such as prohibiting the running of motorcycles in city centers or imposing charges to vehicles that enter the city center. The public transportation for Hanoi, the city with 5.5 million motorcycles and 700,000 cars, is the routed bus. As of 2018, there are 123 routes operated by 1,800 buses, but they only accommodate 14.2% of all passengers. The city of Ho Chi Minh, with 7.5 million motorcycles and 800,000 cars running as of 2018, is suffering from even more severe traffic congestion than Hanoi. The motorcycle usage compared to the population of Hanoi is the highest in the entire world, and 1,000 motorcycles and 180 cars are newly registered every day. Compared to the yearly vehicle increase of 10%, the progress of traffic infrastructure is only 2% for the city of Ho Chi Minh, and the number of motorcycles in the city exceeds the road capacity by 3.5 times. The report from the Rural and City Area Traffic Development Center estimates $1.3 billion of loss due to the traffic congestion in the city caused by 27.6 million people, a floating population. Ho Chi Minh's only public transportation is the routed bus, and the city operates 3,000 buses on its 152 routes. However, it only accommodates around 9.5% of total passenger demand, and the city estimates that it would require an additional 21,000 buses to adequately fulfill the traffic demand of the population in the future. Meanwhile, back in December 2015, when the Paris Climate Agreement took place, the International Transport Forum of COP21 estimated that the primary means of policy in decreasing the greenhouse gas emission in the traffic section under the new climate system would be the expansion of public transportation and eco-friendly vehicles, electric and hydrogen. Additionally, it's reported that in order for countries to establish an effective traffic system which can cope with the long-term low-carbon policies, countries need to consider the fusion of information communication technology, big data monitoring, and autonomous driving to establish the effective and sustainable ground for the traffic system. The ITF also emphasized that compensation will be provided to the users of eco-friendly transportation. Around 40 cities in Korea, as well as the USA and Europe, are operating the bus rapid transit system to promote the use of buses, the most typical form of public transportation. The BRT system requires only 1/10 of the construction costs compared to the subway system, but its on-time performance, scheduled speed, and transportation capacity are significantly improved compared to the conventional bus system, thanks to the arrival information, bus signal priority, and transfer terminal system. The BRT refers to the public transportation system with significantly improved on-time performance, speed, and transportation capacity, thanks to the arrival information, bus signal priority, and transfer terminal system. In the city of Hanoi, the Thuyen BRT route number 1 is currently operating. In this route, 26 buses operate at 5-minute intervals within the 29.4-kilometer round-trip section between Yen Nha and Kim Ma. The city of Ho Chi Minh has also been planning 6 new BRT route projects and plans to complete the construction of the BRT facility in the section between Vo Van Kiet and Mai Chi To by 2018. But projects were postponed around mid-2017. The city decided to reinforce the pre-existing bus routes for now. The reason for the suspension of BRT route projects in Ho Chi Minh seems to be due to the poor road capacity and the financial burden of the development. As a matter of fact, applying the BRT system to the route between Vo Van Kiet to Mai Chi To is estimated to accommodate 17,700 people daily, whereas the cost of development will reach $144 million, potentially burdening Ho Chi Minh City. This seems to be the reason why the city decided to postpone the BRT projects. The Daetam project aims to establish the Vietnam-specific BRT system, which considers the road condition, air pollution due to motorcycles, and severe traffic congestion of Vietnam. The Daetam and ALG Systems companies that are participating in the project are the firms that are registered as members of the consultative bodies and climate technology organizations supported by the UN and UNFCCC and export climate change countermeasure technologies to the world. Daetam is the firm with patent technologies for greenhouse gas reduction in vehicle and road traffic fields, and ALG Systems is the specialized manufacturer of the smart LED streetlight based on the heat radiation engine technology. 2 companies are evaluated to own the world-class technologies. First, we would like to introduce the Daetam project that is applicable to Ho Chi Minh, one of the cities that suffers the most severe traffic congestion. As a starter, we will introduce the bus vehicle that we will use in the Ho Chi Minh version of the Daetam project. This vehicle can accommodate 17 people, including a driver and a disabled person, and it is an electric bus with 1.5-meter width. The regular bus requires a whole lane to drive due to its 2.5-meter width. This electric bus only requires around 60% of the road width that the regular bus requires. Additionally, the regular bus can accommodate 60 to 80 passengers maximum, but it can only seat 27 people. The rest of the passengers must stand up for their journey. However, this electric bus can only accommodate 20% of the passengers compared to the pre-existing one, and that is the issue we can address by adjusting the time allocation. The regular buses have around a 5-minute allocation term. The electric bus will be operated with a 1-minute term at rush hour. This way, we can transport as many passengers as the regular bus, with all of the passengers seated, safe, and sound. Also, the regular bus must operate while using a lot of energy for a few passengers in the early morning or late at night. Operating with this smaller electric bus with around 10% energy consumption compared to the regular bus in those times is still economically feasible. Especially, the production technology of this electric bus will be transferred to Vietnam, and the vehicles will be manufactured in local factories. The manufacturing cost of this bus is around 10% of the price for a regular bus, and you will be able to operate with a much larger fleet compared to the regular ones, thus providing comfortable public transportation to the citizens of Ho Chi Minh. On top of that, we expect that this electric bus will contribute significantly to improving the air quality and reducing greenhouse gas in Ho Chi Minh. Additionally, manufacturing the vehicles in local factories can provide fast and useful post-purchase service to the transporters, and it will provide new jobs and industry to the people and the government of Vietnam. The second thing we want to introduce is the operation monitoring system and the smart payment system that we will implement to the Daetam project. The passengers of the electric bus will use their card or the Green Pass card from a smart application and charge the daytime cash using cash. As they contact the card or smartphone to the payment terminals installed at the 3 entrances and exits as they enter or leave the vehicle, the fee will be automatically processed. All electric buses are equipped with carbon reduction monitoring devices, and they are in sync with the payment system. These CRM devices will collect all service data such as time of running, the number of operations, stop time, speed, greenhouse gas emission, and the number of passengers. The collected data will be transferred to the Central Control Center for the management. This set of data will be used in making the road traffic policies of Vietnam by helping to understand the real-time traffic flow and evaluating the practicality of the traffic signal system. On top of that, the amount of greenhouse gas that each passenger of the electric bus reduces will be exchanged by the market price of the certified emissions reduction and will be rewarded to the Green Pass card, which passengers own in the form of daytime cash. All data regarding the carbon reduction will be managed transparently using blockchain technology to be reported to the UNFCCC. The Green Pass card and certified emissions reduction will provide Vietnam with a new financial product that is appropriate for the 4th Industrial Revolution. The third thing we would like to introduce is the BRT and Smart LED streetlight system. Due to the current road capacity of Ho Chi Minh, the application of the BRT system requires a lot of money and long construction periods for the road expansion to secure the BRT dedicated lane and establish a platform system which may cause even more severe traffic congestion, thus making the application practically impossible. However, the daytime project only requires around 60% of the outermost lanes that contact the pedestrian road as the dedicated lane for the BRT. This way, the road expansion for the securement of the additional lane is not required, and the potential cost for the platform will also be reduced. One thing that the City of Ho Chi Minh needs to do is implement a robust penalty policy to other vehicles that drive on the BRT dedicated lane. The city will require a powerful control system to prevent illegal driving on the BRT lane. The smart LED streetlight on the BRT lane is equipped with the IP camera, Wi-Fi AP, smart lighting system, and various sensors. Its size is minimal compared to the various features it has. The IP camera of the smart LED light can film the vehicle illegally driving on the BRT lane and transfer the picture to the police department through Wi-Fi communication to help the enforcement of the law. Additionally, it can help to monitor the traffic flow of the road and incidents like traffic accidents, and it can help in crime prevention by observing the street. Most importantly, the Wi-Fi AP of the smart LED streetlight can be used in transferring the data collected by the CRM device on the electric bus to the Central Control Center and the delivery of information from the payment terminal. It can provide the passengers of the electric bus with the free Wi-Fi service, bus arrival information, and route information, as well as help to provide real-time traffic information and bus signal priority system. The electric bus BRT system, Green Pass card payment system, and smart LED street system that are Vietnam-specific will be able to help in solving the problems of chronic air pollution and severe traffic congestion. Additionally, citizens who leave their vehicles at home to use the electric bus BRT system will be guaranteed their safety and on-time arrival, and they will be satisfied with the quality of the service. Also, the citizens will be able to feel the difference in the improved air quality, and they will be proud to use the electric bus BRT system and thus contribute to the prevention of global warming. The successful implementation of the electric bus BRT system will provide Vietnam with new industry and new jobs. The implementation of the electric bus BRT system will be proposed as the world's first CDM-certified method in responding to the climate change by the UNFCCC, and it will be benchmarked by many countries in the Southeast Asian region, leading to the export of made-in-Vietnam electric buses to nearby countries. These are the outcomes that the Daytime Project guarantees to Vietnam. The world will focus on the Daytime Project taking place in Vietnam.